Have you ever thought what would happen to your body and brain if you stopped sleeping? Have you ever thought about why your brain reaches a point where it leads you to bed? Is sleep considered a luxury or just lethargy in your body's motor and mental functions? Scientists have been thinking of this a lot since ancient times. As humans spend more than a third of their lives asleep, it is a state of natural relaxation and loss of consciousness during which many complex brain activities take place. Humans go through several stages during their sleep. The first stage is the beginning of sleep, during which the sleep is slow and is known as the daydreaming stage, in which the brain moves from the stage of full awareness to sleep. During this stage, the person may feel dizzy or fall, and it may last for 15 minutes, during which the nerves relax. The next stage is a stage of physical calming of the body parts, where the body temperature decreases and heart palpitations subside until it stabilizes. Then, the deep sleep stage begins, where the body's nerves and muscles relax. This stage is of great importance for the body to regain its activity, and then comes the stage of dreams, or the stage of rapid eye movement. Sleep is an essential part of the biological compatibility of our bodies. Our bodies are inherently compatible with the 24-hour cycle of nature. Mental activity is at its lowest levels, and body temperature decreases in the early morning and late hours of the night. The reason for this is that when it is dark, the pineal gland produces the hormone melatonin, which helps the body relax and sleep. In the daytime, adenosine combines to activate neurons to synchronize with the natural Earth cycle. This occurs in the hypothalamus region of the brain, which acts as a biological clock for our bodies. It may be a classic slow sleep characterized by low breathing rates and heart rate and not accompanied by rapid eye movement, and it may be a dreamy sleep during which dreams occur. It is accompanied by activity in the body systems in terms of high respiratory rates, rapid heart palpitations, and increased stomach secretions. A good night's sleep is just as important as exercising regularly or following a healthy diet, and it also enhances our mental and physical health. Lack of sleep also poses a threat to productive energy, emotional balance, and even weight can increase by 900 grams per week due to hormonal imbalance. Life pressures, competing for self-realization and making money have led to insomnia and lack of sleep, and thus increased rates of physical and mental illness. A person needs sleep to regain his activity and maintain his functions, so how many hours per day does he need? The number of hours of sleep a person needs per day differs from person to another and varies according to gender and age. But on average, a person needs 8 hours of sleep a day, and there are many people sleeping more or less than this rate per day without affecting their brains or their daily activities. As for lack of sleep, it leads to produce toxic proteins in the brain, which are called beta amyloids, which are directly related to Alzheimer's disease. Our brains work during the period of deep sleep to get rid of those toxic proteins or beta amyloids. So, if you do not get enough hours of sleep every night, you are at risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. The decrease in the number of hours of sleep also affects the human reproductive system. Men who sleep fewer hours have lower testosterone levels, just as men 10 years older than them. Studies have also found that the lack of sleep hours leads to a decrease in the number of cancer-fighting cells, which leads to a carcinogenic effect. Moreover, sleep is associated with cardiovascular disease, and a quiet sleep during the night hours is an effective treatment for cardiovascular diseases. As blood pressure drops during that period, the heart rate subsides and the tension passes. Some people suffer from sleep disorders such as snoring and apnea, and they are directly related to each other. They can be distinguished and vary in severity, and lead to a person getting a poorer quality sleep. Apnea has many risks, including cardiovascular disease, stroke, diabetes, heart attack, and may lead to death. The solution to this problem lies in two options. The first is the use of continuous positive airway pressure, but it is expensive, and the second most popular option is corrective surgery, and there are no less than 25 types of that surgery with varying success rates. Some doctors advise against performing this surgery and following a weight loss diet to get rid of sleep apnea and other health problems. Do teens and children need more sleep hours? The mental health of our youth and our children is one of the issues that occupies our attention, and we do not spare any effort to find effective ways to support them. The studies have shown that many children and adolescents do not get enough sleep, which may cause them problems in growth, concentration, memory, and academic achievement. Also, it may lead to cognitive impairment as well as bad physical performance and may cause episodes of depression and isolation from society. Therefore, parents must create the atmosphere for their children to get enough sleep in order to maintain their mental and psychological health and to actively practice their life tasks. After all, how do you have a good stress-free night's sleep? First, plan your day's tasks and write a list of them, and set a specific time to wake up and go to sleep. Second, try to deal with life stress more calmly, and do not repeat negative situations in your mind or recover them often. Third, eat healthy food and exercise. Refrain from smoking and drinking stimulants at least 6 hours before your bedtime. Finally, try to adopt a positive, optimistic approach to the work-life balance. Do you take your need of sleeping hours every day? Tell us in the comments below. Enjoy this video. Press like, share and subscribe.